Look at that bouncing thing over there. It's a bouncing dragon's head. Trippy as all get out. Look at you, man. Alright, we'll scan that thing later. Wow. This is bizarre, though. Oh, man, this is nuts. I've never seen this before. And that's the cool thing about this game, is you're going to run into stuff that you've never seen before. Welcome back, everybody, to No Man's Sky. I'm an Oldguy Gaming, and I am rebooting my No Man's Sky series. The reason I'm doing that is because the first couple of videos that I came out with on Wednesday, August 14th, had some issues with the VR. So let's go ahead and get a game going, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into the game. So yeah, basically what happened was there was a setting on the for VR. It's a vignette setting that I had on, and I didn't really realize it was on because it wasn't super noticeable in the goggles. And so when I recorded the first two episodes, which I recorded back to back non-stop, it created a really bad, black vignette type of effect on the video, and it was just looked terrible. And so I decided, you know what? I want to figure out how to turn that off, which I eventually did after doing some research, and start over from the beginning so that we have good videos, good quality videos from the get-go. And we were only 2 videos in, to the series at that point, so we really didn't lose any major progress. And so that's pretty much where we are. We are going to start over on Nougat. Look at that, Nougat. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to go into here and turn some stuff down because, oh my god, that's loud. Music is at 25. Sound effects is at 60. Let's bring that down a little bit. I don't see a master volume here, so, okay. Well, let me do one thing real quick here, guys. I'm going to go into the real world. I'm going to turn my overall sound down on my mixer board here, because that is just blowing my ears out. Maybe I'll turn my mic up just a little bit too. Okay, let's try that. That sounds a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so looks like we are once again on a planet that's really hot, a heat planet. That is not anything new for us, and so the first thing we need to do is we need to find ourselves some sodium fairly quickly here. Now I'm going to follow the quest as closely as possible, and try and get well into the quest before we do too much squirreling this time around. I have a really bad habit of squirreling in this game, like most other people do that play it, because it's just the best game in the world for squirreling. But I want to follow the quest. I want to kind of stick with it as closely as possible at least until we get to the Nexus, and because the quest is going to give us a lot of important things that we need. And I kind of have a habit when I play this game of spending hours and hours and hours just squirreling and screwing around without getting very far in the quest, and I don't want to do that this time around. Okay, so I want to stick to the quest as closely as possible. Now that doesn't mean we're not going to do a little bit of squirreling. We will. It's just inevitable in this game, but we'll try and stick to the main quest as much as we can. Okay, so that being said, reach over your shoulder, press the right grip button, and that brings out, of course, our multi-tool, and it's telling us that we need to harvest sodium because we are going to start having heat problems here pretty quickly. Sometimes these little red guys will have sodium in them. We got carbon instead, but that's not a bad thing either. So, if you happen to be new to this game, if you're not familiar with it, what we're looking for is we're looking for yellow flower looking things for sodium, and eventually we'll be able to scan for those things, but until we get all of that stuff, we're going to have to just try to find it the old-fashioned way. Now these guys here, these subterranean relics, are worth a hell of a lot of money. Not so much the relics themselves, but what they give us. They give us a thing called tetracobalt, which we'll be able to refine in a little bit. Look at this cave. This is like crazy in here. that we'll be able to refine in a little bit. That will give us a lot of money. So I'll go through that when we get to the point where we have a refiner. I don't think I want to screw around in a cave too much right at this point, though, because it's super early in the playthrough here, and caves can be somewhat dangerous until you get a terrain manipulator, because you can get stuck in them. Look at that bouncing thing over there. It's a bouncing dragon's head. Trippy as all get out. Look at you, man. Alright, we'll scan that thing later if we come across it. Right now we're looking for yellow flowers. Okay, so let's see here. Boy, I'm not really actually seeing any that are just popping out of me. There's a lot of other yellow stuff around here. So, my word. That's a big old crevasse in the ground there. Okay, well, let's see here. What's the quest want us to do? Access your menu, raise your left hand, point out with your right hand. Right, okay, and use the scanner to locate resources. Oh, it wants us to do this one. But of course the scanner doesn't work, it's critically damaged, so we need to gather up 75 ferrite dust to fix that. So let's do that next. That's all that quest is telling us to do, is gather ferrite dust. So we need 75 ferrite dust to fix our scanner. The scanner is going to help us find the sodium. Okay, guys, this is still awfully loud in my ears. Let me make a quick adjustment on my mixer board. Hold on one sec. There, that's a little bit better. It's just blowing my ears out. Okay, is this a sodium plant here? Nope, it sure looks like it though. But it is not. So let's continue gathering ferrite. For this first little thing that it wants us to do. We almost have enough. Pay attention to what you're doing there, old guy. Alright, we have enough. 75. So repair the scanner damage. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go into... I think we can actually do that from here. So hit the scanner. Nope, we have to do it from here. Okay. Go to our inventory, go to our scanner, and put the ferrite dust there. And we now have a working scanner. So what we're going to do is, there's two ways we can do it. I can either push down on the left stick, which I typically will do because it's faster, or you can also activate it from here. There we go. That scans out, and there's some sodium right over there. That's the first thing we need to find in order to charge our hazard system. One of the things, though, that has happened in here in Beyond, No Man's Sky Beyond, is that they've actually made survival mode easier than it was before, which is not, in my opinion, necessarily a good thing. I really like that challenge of survival mode. One of the bad things about survival mode is that we're still restricted to really limited inventory space. So, that part of it kind of sucks, really, to be honest with you, but I just like, I like the challenge of survival mode over normal mode. Now, normal mode's fun, too, and the nice thing about normal mode in Beyond is that you do get, like, huge stack sizes, comparatively. But here in survival mode, we're still limited to, like the 250 stack sizes. Look at you guys, man. You're like nutso. We'll scan you when we get an analyzer. Alright, let's kill these plants because A, they're dangerous, and more importantly, they give us oxygen, which we're also going to need for our survival to charge, okay? Alright, very good. What does it want us to do next? It wants us to recharge the survival system. There we go. Alright, it's happy with us. It's playing happy music. That's what we want to hear, is happy music. Man, it's really kind of hard to find the yellow sodium plants on this planet because of all these other weird yellow plants right here. They kind of look like pineapples. Let's grab some dihydrogen while we're at it, because we are going to need it for stuff later on. It is all over the place, though, but there's a reason for that, because you need to use a lot of it for stuff. Alright, what's it want us to do? Reach the marked signal. Use the scanner to highlight key resources. Okay, so the mark signal is there. That is going to be our ship. That's very important to us because it's our ship, number one. Hopefully you are not hostile. And number two, it's how we can save. It's the only way we can save here in the very beginning part of the game, which is very important because this game, if something happens, if it crashes, I do occasionally have a problem with my VR messing up. And if I haven't saved, I can lose a lot of progress, and it's very frustrating, so I don't want that to happen. So we're going to work our way towards that, and we're going to get a save point going as soon as possible. But we'll keep taking those dudes out because of the fact that they give us oxygen and they're dangerous. Not that dangerous, but they are kind of dangerous. Let's keep on trucking here. Just run right on up the hill. Yep, see that guy spews poison. Yeah, let's forget about him. We need to get to our ship here. Okay, we got some more stuff. I'm going to hold off on harvesting the green crates till later. Once we get a refiner going, which we will not too long from now, we can harvest rusted metal from that and then refine it into ferrite dust. Okay, here we are at our ship. Let's take a look and see what this thing has to say to us. Scenario, iteration, big old long number, deleted, boundary separation, failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied, cause, sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Analysis, fresh iteration generated, anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast. Broadcast received, traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant, position log, system integrity scan initialized. Okay. You know what? I think I need to. Well, here, let's go save before we do anything else. But I think I need to recenter my screen. It's just a little bit off. There goes some ships flying by. Iteration, big old long number, online, Atlas connection, intermittent, launch thrusters, offline, pulse engine, offline. I find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of it before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Let's read the log here. Log 4925A unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit connected. Suggestion, pilot should perform maintenance. Selected desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols. Initiated. Pulse engine critically damaged. We need a hermetic seal and metal plating to fix that. Okay. Okay, so the launch thruster is critically damaged, and so we need to grab our cockpit handle, hop out. That also gives us our save point. And now what I'm going to do before we do anything else is I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to tell it to recenter the view. There we go. That's a little bit better. It did seem like it was off a little bit. Oh, look at that. Sitting right there just waiting for us to take it is a subterranean relic. Very nice. Okay, so we need to craft a metal plate, which we don't have enough ferrite for, so we need to get some ferrite dust for that. Let's do that right now. We need a total of 50 ferrite dust. That must be hitting... It looked like it wasn't hitting the rock, but apparently it was. Okay, so we got 50 ferrite dust. Let's go to here and create ourselves a plate. And then we'll go to the ship. Select the pulse engine and repair the metal plate. Okay, now we need to go find ourselves a hermetic seal. Let's go ahead and jump on in the ship first, though. We'll cool off a little bit, and we will also... Well, let's read this first. Iteration very long number functional. Starship critically damaged. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Request assistance. Recommendations. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Okay, so let's hop on out of here. It wants us to get the doohickey that's going to show us where we can find our hermetic seal appear inside the beacon's housing, as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. Take a planetary chart. There we go. We got ourselves a planetary chart. Now what we can do with this guy is go in here and we activate him, and it does a scan, and it shows us dead ahead where we need to go. But before we go there, we're going to do something. What are we going to do? Oh yeah, we were going to transfer our vortex cubes to the ship inventory just in case something bad happens to me. I don't want to lose those. They're worth quite a hell of a lot of money. So let's go here. Actually, more specifically, it's this tetracobalt that's worth a lot of money. So we're going to transfer that to the starship, and the cubes will go to the starship. Everything else I think we'll keep with us for now. This geode dealio we can break, and it's going to give us... Oh. It gave us another planetary chart? Wait, what? No, it didn't. It gave us ferrite dust. I'm going, what the hell? Okay. Let's go ahead and hop on out. That gives us a save point. Look at this big old cave over here. My goodness. I bet you we could find ourselves some vortex... Oh, wow, that thing is huge. It's not even really technically a cave, I don't think. It's just a big old something in the ground. Let's go grab this sodium down here, and then we're going to work our way to the place we need to go for the hermetic seal. Wow, this is crazy. Look at this place. All right, let's start working our way over there. Let's grab dihydrogen along the way. We'll also grab ferrite dust and carbon and all the other stuff that we need. Boy, I don't think we can get out of here, you guys. This is just going down into an actual cave here. Let's take care of our life support. It's not necessarily a bad thing that we're down here right at the moment, though, because we do have a storm coming in. Okay, there's a nasty plant. Weapon charge depleted. Uh-oh. We don't, I don't think we have... Oh yeah, we have carbon. No, not that. Go back, go back. Quick menu, charge. Okay, let's kill you, get some oxygen from you in the process. Wow, this is nutso. This is nutso, you guys. Look at this huge cave. I mean, this place is ginormous. We're not technically in a cave, though, actually, because we're still taking hazard damage. Wow. This is bizarre, though. I don't think I've come across something like this before in this game. Because, you know, most of the caves are like, they're a lot smaller than this. This thing is giant. One thing, too, you know, if you guys have never done VR before, one of the first things that people notice when they do VR for the first time is the scale of everything is so much larger. And it's something you have to kind of experience for yourself to really understand, you know, kind of how that actually feels. Yeah, we are not being protected from this storm, even though we are technically underground. It's kind of weird. But I'm not too worried about it because I think we have enough sodium to, you know, to keep ourselves from succumbing to the nasty storm. Can we get this guy? Yeah. Big old di-high crystal there. Wow. Look at those glowing... Is that dihydrogen up there, or is that just... It's probably too far away for us to harvest. Yeah. That is so cool, though. Okay. Grab some more dihydrogen. We are going to need this later for several things, actually. The laser in Beyond, mining laser in Beyond, lasts a lot longer before it overheats. This place is so cool, though. What is up here? Wow, that thing's bizarre. Do we have a sodium plant here? No, looks like it's a a marrow. Now we get into a true cave, and look at that. We got a subterranean relic right there. But you know what? We're not going in here because we're not really equipped to be messing around with caves to any extent. Wow. See, that's the thing about this game that I love so much, is it's just, you find the most bizarre stuff. So those are like caves, but they're way the hell up. There's no way we could get up to those caves if we even wanted to. Well, we might be able to jump over to this one. Crazy. What's that? Pure ferrite. Oh man, this is nuts. I've never seen this before. And that's the cool thing about this game, is you're gonna run into stuff that you've never seen before. Alright, let's grab this sodium. I mean, even just being in this place is crazy. The thing is, though, is I mean, I don't know how long this goes on. I guess what we'll do is we'll follow it around this bend. If it still doesn't look like it leads us out, we're going to come back this way and get back to the surface, because I don't want to be taking forever, you know, going through here. We got to keep focusing on our quest and keep moving forward. I'm squirreling though. Can't help myself. I can't help myself. Okay. We may have come this way already. I think we did. We just went around there. So yeah, okay. So let's just go back this direction. Wait for our stamina to recharge there. So a cave that's not necessarily a cave. But oh my goodness, it's huge. We need to go that way to the left to get to our objective. We don't yet have our terrain manipulator either, so we can't like just dig our way out. Pretty neat though. That is what I love about this game, just checking out all the bizarre stuff that the procedural gen does. Just crazy. Okay, let's keep on moving here. Little cave thingy up there. And look at that. We've got ourselves some subterranean relics right here. Anything else down through here? I wonder if this leads back through to the to those other places that we saw. Life support's getting low, so we're gonna have to deal with that here. Okay, let's do that right now. The floating stones. Bizarre. Okay, let's head on back to the surface here, and we are going to continue on to our objective. You know what we should probably do, though, since we're back here again, we might as well save. Especially since we got more tetracobalt relics, that sort of thing. So let's go into our inventory, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to transfer this to the starship and the vortex cubes, and this thing we're going to harvest into what did that give us? Well, it gave us something, I don't know, probably ferrite dust or dihydrogen. Okay, all right. That's crazy. I love it. I love it. All right, let's head on out. We got a bit of a trek to get over here. It's not too bad, but it's going to take us a little while. I've really been enjoying playing No Man's Sky. I actually started playing it again about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, because I knew Beyond was coming out and I wanted to kind of acclimate myself to the game, because I hadn't played it for a very long time. In fact, I hadn't played it since the release date. I put about, I don't know, 35 hours into the game or something like that when it first came out, and then I stopped playing it because, you know, I was disappointed with it like everybody else was. And, but since I've come back to it, even before Beyond was released, you know, all the stuff that Hello Games has done with this game is pretty commendable, I would have to say. They have really made a comeback, and it's just awesome. There's nothing really quite like this game right now out there, and just in terms of, you know, just the exploration and the mind-numbing, the staggering number of solar systems that, you know, you can actually go to. It's just, it might as well be infinite. There's so many, you know. It's so cool. And so, you know, what that means is, for that exploration urge that we all have. Hello, fella. You know, the replay value of this game is just incredible. But the thing is even the first playthrough, I mean, you could spend months on just one playthrough. You know? And so that just makes it really exciting. To me, anyway, it does. Hopefully to you guys, too. Alright, let's move along. That is some weird looking stuff. That's probably, yeah, selenium. We don't have what we need to harvest that at the moment. We will come across that sort of thing later. We need hazmat glove add-on to our exosuit. Got another crystal fragment. Kill the nasty plant there for the oxygen. And continue picking sodium. But we're doing pretty good on life support and also on our hazard protection. Not too terribly hard. Life support is at 50%. And we'll just keep working our way towards our objective here. Let's let our stamina come back, and then we'll keep sprinting. We're almost there. It's kind of a bizarre planet. The game always starts you off in the pretty nasty places. I've got a multiplayer normal save going on with some friends in my community. And it's a really nice planet. Probably the nicest I've ever found. Sentinels are chill. There's no hazardous weather. It's a beautiful planet. And so we've kind of set up a base there, and we'll continue on that save when we do multiplayer, which I typically will do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on Twitch. If you guys are ever interested in coming and hanging out and watching, and maybe even joining us. Okay, we are almost here. We don't have the ability in VR to do the little melee launch attack thing that you can do in the normal game, which really kind of sucks because that's very useful for traversing the countryside. But it's alright. It's a good trade-off because we got all the other cool stuff in VR. One of my favorite things in VR is actually flying the ship, which we'll be able to do here in a little while. Pick up all this condensed carbon. We can't get the big crystal until we get a advanced mining laser. Alright, let's loot these guys. I'll put that away. How come that's not? There we go. Okay. Oh, good. We got some dihydrogen jelly. We're going to actually need that. Let's go into this building first. And we're going to grab this little specimen thing. What does that give us? I thought that gave us something. Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this shelter. Okay, let's grab that. That'll give us some nanites and some nav data, I think. And this is our objective. Accessing archive. 6 out of 7 logs are corrupted. Entry 4924A follows. No one Gazette making this recording in case. Gazette leaving behind Gazette in the fabricator. Gazette might be of some use. Gazette visor damaged. Gazette can't find ship. Recover supplies. The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Okay, very good. Now, what the game wants us to do is it wants us to activate our analyzer, but we can't do that because the damn thing is broken. So we need 1 carbon nanotube to repair that. Do we have enough carbon to make that right now? We do not. Okay, so we need to go harvest some carbon, which we should be able to do. Oh, look at that. There's another vortex cube right there. They're all over the place. Money, 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 honey. Okay, let's grab another one of these big old, I guess you would call those trees. The pretty bizarre trees, but trees nonetheless. Okay, that should give us enough to do a carbon nanotube. Excellent. Now we go to our visor, which is on our multi-tool. We install it, and then we repair it with nanotubes. And now we have ourselves a visor. And what that's going to do is that's going to locate our ship for us, but it's also going to... Oh, I guess our ship's already located. But it's also going to allow us to start scanning stuff. So we can do that from the back of our multi-tool, or it's easier just to push down here on the Oculus on the left stick. Don't know if it's the same at other VR sets, but that's what it is here. My word, look at all of that. Those ancient relics. Unidentified mineral. Okay. So, we're going to grab that stuff on the way back because it is worth a lot of money. Is this... Wow, this stuff is like really deep. It's up to my belly. I don't know if you guys can notice that on the flat screen. Okay, so let's bring this back. So we have... Didn't I see some... Yeah, we got something down there. And something down there. So hopefully... Oh, there's more over here. These are like right here, I think. They're just kind of hidden because of this really thick vegetation. Nice. Oh, there goes the timer. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me shut that thing up. Alright guys, well, I guess it's time for us to wrap up this video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you stick with me as we go throughout this awesome adventure here on No Man's Sky Beyond. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.